Take your dealership to the next level with over 6,800 on-air interviews with dealer and industry leaders. CBT News, dealers' most trusted source for news, content, and analysis. Welcome to CBT News with Cheyenne Malone.
Happy Monday morning, everyone. Welcome back to CBT News. I'm Cheyenne Malone. Let's get a look at today's top stories.
Over the weekend, CDK Global faced a ransom demand for tens of millions of dollars from an Eastern European hacking group. While the company is considering paying the ransom, the final decision remains uncertain. Additionally, CDK Global reassured dealers via Instagram, stating, quote, "We have now created a dealer resource center to keep your dealership working until our applications are recovered." Then, on June 23rd, the company released another statement saying, quote, "We have begun the restoration process and we anticipate it to take several days and not weeks for the major applications to be back online." Group 1 Automotive reported that the cyber attack on CDK Global last week disrupted its U.S. operations that depend on CDK's dealer systems. In response, the Houston-based company activated its cyber incident response procedures and isolated its systems from CDK's platform. Despite the service outage, Group 1's U.S. dealerships continue business using alternative methods while its UK dealership remains unaffected. CDK Global experienced multiple system shutdowns following the hack, affecting many dealership operations nationwide, including AutoNation and Sonic Automotive, which have implemented manual processes to maintain functionality. California regulators imposed the maximum penalty on General Motors' Cruise unit for failing to promptly provide complete information about a self-driving vehicle accident last year. This penalty forces Cruise to pay a roughly $113,000 fine and must submit collision reports for incidents in California. This decision follows Cruise's delayed disclosure of an October 2nd incident in San Francisco where a pedestrian was struck twice, leading to the suspension of Cruise's permit in California and a recall of its vehicles. Despite resuming operations in Phoenix with human-driven vehicles, Cruise's authority for autonomous passenger service remains suspended. Hyundai Motor America is encouraging more dealers to join its Amazon retail program as it prepares for a consumer launch later this year. U.S. CEO Randy Parker has communicated with dealers about the progress of this program, which allows consumers to purchase Hyundai vehicles online through Amazon. While dealers are invited to express interest, actual onboarding will be limited due to Amazon's capacity constraints. Initially announced at the Los Angeles Auto Show, the pilot program involves 18 dealers in major markets. However, despite positive feedback from the quote, beta phase, dealers have concerns about trade-ins, leasing, pricing control, and competition from third-party merchants. Hyundai and Amazon expect to address these issues as they refine the shopping experience for a broader rollout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with Evelyn Cardenas, the president and CEO of the Central Florida Automobile Dealers Association, to discuss their statewide initiative to recruit and train auto technicians.
Take your dealership to the next level with over 6,800 on-air interviews with dealer and industry leaders. CBT News, dealers' most trusted source for news, content, and analysis.
So talk to us about this. What inspired this initiative and why now?
Well, let me tell you, we have had a technician shortage for many, many years. We're talking about 650,000 tech positions that not only from retiring techs, but from industry growth and openings that have come on. And so we have been working on it actually for a few years, and right now we're starting to make strides. So we're pretty excited about that, but it's really the need that drove the initiative.
Wow. And I would imagine that number that you just shared is nationwide, not necessarily in Florida rather. And so that's pretty cool. Tell us about the Auto Tech Apprenticeship program and how does it work?
So true to any apprenticeship program is on-the-job training. So most of your education comes from actually doing and being at a dealership. So we're excited about this because the dealers pretty much get to train their own, grow their own talent, kind of make it very industry specific. And in Florida, one of the things about an apprenticeship program is that it's zero cost to the apprentice. So if you want a middle-class lifestyle, high-paying career, with long-term prosperity, this is it, because it's zero to you to become an apprentice. And in 12 to 18 months, you're a full-blown auto tech. And the difference between the 12 and the 18 months, the last 6 months is full hybrid and EV. The first 12 months, it's all ICE vehicles.
Wow. What role does the government play in all of this?
So it made it through the House and the Senate, and it's actually awaiting the governor's signature at the moment. So the governor will give us the funds so that we can really expand our effort. Like I stated earlier, we've been working on this for a few years, and being an association and a nonprofit, you know, we were limited by how much we can actually do with our funds. So having that investment from government is amazing, because it's going to allow us to reach more people, get more careers out there. And really, we're working with underserved, underrepresented, underemployed communities, and we've got a partnership with the Veterans Administration. We've got a partnership with Career Source, which is the unemployment arm of Florida, to really get people, like I said, into jobs that provide a middle class and higher lifestyle.
Well, that does it for us today. But remember, it is easy to stay up to date with the most recent news and trends influencing the retail automotive industry. All you have to do is follow us. We're on TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook, and X, formerly known as Twitter. I'm Cheyenne Malone. Thanks so much for watching. You have a good one.
CBT News, your #1 resource for auto industry news and content.